May God's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. New video and a new story. But before starting, don't forget to pray for the Prophet Muhammad. May God bless him and grant him peace. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your opinions in the comments. The most dangerous murder stories. Today, we will tell you a true murder story. TikTok played a prominent role in the murder. Content creator Ali was once popular on TikTok where he had over 1 million followers and was known for performing videos in which he imitated popular culture. His wife, Anna, was joining him in some of the videos, and the couple seemed to love each other very much and had a beautiful relationship that others would envy. Anna had her own TikTok account and uploaded her videos to it as well, and the couple joked with each other playfully. The couple had a 5-year-old daughter. They were truly a happy family, or so everyone who watched their TikTok videos thought. But Anna's life in San Diego was very different from the life she grew up in. She was born in Japan in 1993 to Filipino parents and did not move to the United States until a few years later her birth. Anna was known to be kind, compassionate, and a loyal friend. But unfortunately, with the passage of time, everything changed in their lives. As time passed, Ali began to feel increasingly jealous of his wife, Anna, to the point that he began to act violently towards her. Ali considered his wife his property and something beautiful that he could not lose, and so he did his best to control her. The couple tried hard to hide their marital problems from the public and pretend that they were a happy couple, but Anna's friends noticed what was happening and began to worry about her. Ali was aggressive and controlling, spoke in a derogatory manner to his wife's friends, and showed annoyance with the time she spent with them. As Anna's social life increased, Ali became more aggressive and violent, to the point that he was thinking about divorcing his wife at the time. One of Anna's friends later described Ali's behavior as creepy, as he believed his wife would attend parties and spend a lot of time with her friends without him around and do naughty things. The more these feelings he has, the more unstable his behavior becomes. It even got to the point that his family began to move away from him because of his inappropriate behavior. After a while, he entered the world of drugs and began using various drugs, and his followers on Instagram learned about this matter when Ali was taking drugs live during his podcast, which led to the dissatisfaction of his followers, who considered that he did not respect them. The next day, Ali apologized to his Instagram followers, claiming that this was the first time he had taken drugs and that he had realized how dangerous they were and would not take them again. Then he maintained without any reason that he hates his wife Anna because she has friends other than his friends and goes out with them to enjoy her time. In September 2021, Anna filed a report with the police accusing her husband Ali of violently pushing her, which led to her sustaining minor injuries. At the time, Anna was ready to separate from her husband and wanted to obtain a court order preventing him from approaching her. On October 18, she asked her husband to leave the apartment they shared with their daughter. This made Ali's behavior become more violent and strange, and he began to drink alcohol to excess. He even posted videos of himself driving a car and drinking from a bottle of red wine. At the same time, during this period, he tried to communicate with Anna, who refused to answer his calls. His family tried to calm him down and convince him to give her some space and time to fix the differences between them, but he strongly refused. Ali had no intention of leaving Anna in any way and even planned to break into her apartment. When he learned that Anna was not home, he entered the apartment secretly and downloaded a special application on their daughter's iPad. Through this application, Ali was able to spy on them and find out what was going on in the apartment. Before leaving, he completely destroyed the apartment's furniture. After Ali left the apartment, he decided to return to it again and took a knife from the kitchen and hid in one of the rooms. When Anna returned home and saw the broken furniture, she called the police, but unfortunately they did not reach them in that time, as her husband attacked her with the knife. Anna tried to escape, but she was unable to do so. Unfortunately, her husband arrived and stabbed her several times, killing her. The police arrived and found the house completely destroyed and Anna's body. They were able to arrest the husband after he attempted to commit suicide using the same knife. The police transferred him to the hospital to provide him with the necessary care. The husband's life was saved and he was then transferred to prison to stand trial on murder charges. Through these crimes, we can say that not everything we saw on social media is real. All love and happiness are just fake feelings that people show to get views and likes, in order to increase the amount of money they make from social media. We also learned that we must reduce our use of such things, programs on useless things, and we return to living a normal, non-false life. How many content creators do you take as a role model for yourself who don't even become a role model for anyone? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video and share your opinions in the comments. The second story is titled Don't Look Back. In 1919, a young woman named Suzanne Halford had a terrifying experience. She was driving on a quiet back road in Texas when her car flipped onto its side. Then she tried to get out of the car and found herself stuck in the seat belt. And all her attempts to get out failed. Suddenly I heard footsteps approaching from behind. As she was trying to turn around to see who it was, she heard an unnatural voice shouting, "Don't look back." Suzanne was terrified and immediately turned around, but did not find anything. When she turned to look ahead, she found someone approaching to help her. Suzanne is eventually saved, but she still remembers the strange voice that saved her life and wonders who the person was about to help her. The story of the dark child. This story tells about a terrifying event that happened to a man named Michael in New York State in the United States. One day Michael was working in his home office, and when he was looking out his window on the top floor of the house, he noticed a child standing on the dark street in front of his neighbor's house. The strange thing was that the child was wearing strange clothes. His face was frightening and his features could not be seen clearly. Michael was surprised that the child was there so late at night, and in this dark atmosphere Michael tried to move out of the house and hid outside to see what was happening. When he opened the door and went out into the street, he found that his child had mysteriously disappeared. Michael checked the area and found no trace of the child. He returned home feeling surprised and terrified, and a voice came from behind him whispering, "I don't like rain." Michael was shocked and turned towards the sound to find the strange child standing next to him. His eyes seemed to light up strangely. Michael panicked and ran into the house and quickly closed the door. Since then, Michael has not seen the mysterious child again, but he still feels terrified and tense when he remembers that terrifying night. Today's stories are over. I hope they terrified you. Don't forget to pray for the Prophet Muhammad. May God bless him and grant him peace. Subscribe to the channel, like the video and share your opinions in the comments. Peace, mercy and blessings of God.